Hey everybody, we're back live here at Cannington for the WISE Employment Activity Day. And today we're lucky enough to have Paul with us. He is here to support IPL and tell us about what he does for us.
Yeah, thanks, Abel. Look, it's a great showcase, obviously, today for people to explain their careers and their businesses and opportunities for people to get back into the workforce. So, it looks a great opportunity. And from an IPL point of view, I help with the advertising side for IPL. And if there's anybody out there that's looking to get some exposure, or if they're trying to recruit new staff, I'm certainly happy to have a chat with you and see if we can help.
Awesome. Thank you, Paul. So, what are we going to go down to next? Paul, what's up next? What song we're going to go for? Nirvana, huh? All right, let's go for it.
Hi, everybody. You're with IPL Radio. We're down here at the Activity Day in the... Where are we?
Cannington Showgrounds.
That's right. And what are we all doing here today?
We are at a jobs expo.
That's great. I'm joined here by Bianca and...
Melina.
And you're representing...
Footprints, Employment and Training.
Right. And what makes you different from all the other organisations here today?
So we're actually here trying to advocate for candidates, provide Indigenous mentoring, and just provide a different, view on opportunity. We're here to assess people, their barriers, have no judgment, and just really... help people get into opportunities that they wouldn't really get unless we sit there and advocate and go through.
That's right. It's all about tailoring the experience to the individual and treating them as individuals, right?
That's exactly.
Right. We're not just numbers here today.
Definitely.
We're people meeting people, making connections, and finding opportunities.
Definitely, yes.
That's great. So, have you done these events before?
We have. So we have been in operation for about 2 years. We have been assistants to hundreds of candidates, and I've got a background of nearly 12 years now. So this isn't our first rodeo, but it's more just about, creating a family and providing that tailored assistance to our people,
And of course, there's ongoing support once you connect a person with the right opportunity. Is that right?
That's correct. We also offer post-placement support where we support our mob through employment for at least the next 6 months into employment. And
That's great. So all-inclusive, welcoming, and finding you something that you really want to be a part of every day. Thank you for joining me, guys, and good luck with the recruitment.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, we'll see you again soon. Hi everybody, back here with IPL Radio. We're down here with WISE Employment's Activity Day, and I'm joined now by Paul, also from IPL Radio. Tell me guys, what have you seen here? What's exciting?
Yeah, look, it's a fantastic opportunity for businesses to showcase what they're doing out in the community with their businesses, and also trying to get a result with recruitment and getting people back into the workforce, which is fantastic. And look, it's an opportunity for IPL to assist companies as well with exposure if they're ever looking to advertise and reach out in the regional areas. I can certainly help with that.
Sounds amazing. Yes, come down here. You can meet us as well. We're doing our thing down here. We're playing some tunes. We might even get an opportunity for you to come and work with us. And if not, there are some other wild ideas out here that I've never thought of before. Paul, what was your first job?
My first job was, I'm just trying to think, my parents bought a business in Jarrahdale, Kurralong, Delhi, and I got to learn how a business runs. So I was helping my parents out with that. Also, at the time, I got my driver's license, so I would go out to Alcoa site, pick up the orders, bring them back, and we make them up, and we do that twice a day.
That's amazing. And yet now you are a carer, correct?
I have my Cert 3 in individual support, home and community, so that's what I can do without qualifications. Aged care, disability care, and also youth care.
Very important work, and it just goes to show that you can go from A to B, you can be anything you want, and if you're in the middle of your career, you can change direction entirely, and this is the place to find out what that new direction might be. Paul, what direction do you think you'll head next?
Well, lucky enough, I've actually got back into media, so I'm being part of IPL's a passion for myself. I started off in media when I was 17, then I had 20 years of real estate, and now I'm back into the media, so it just shows that you can do a full circle and get back into something you're passionate about at any time.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of passionate people down here tonight. I think there's going to be, at the end of the day, a whole bunch of people finding their new passion in life. I welcome you all to come down and join us. No, we're going to turn up the volume. Okay, great. We're down here at the Employment Activity Day in the Cannington Showgrounds. And I'm joined here by Shaz, Managing Director of Arrow Group. Tell me, Shaz, what does your group do?
Basically, we provide labour hire recruitment services. We also provide project opportunities, and we got a group training organisation where we target and focus on Indigenous candidates, diversity youth, women in non-traditional trades. So we're happy to give anybody an opportunity to work with us on our projects. Important to get skilled up. I think with all the talk about overseas workers and the lack of skills, it looks like here today and around the community we've got a lot of people that need an opportunity, and ARA provides that opportunity.
Sounds amazing. Have you found any interesting candidates today?
Well, we've had actually, a mature age lady that's willing to get back into the workforce, somebody from a multicultural background. We've spoken to a couple of the Indigenous candidates, and I'm hoping the more the people come, the more we get to, see where we can provide something for them. And it's great to see so many local companies and community organisations here. Fundamentally, we are a commercial entity, so we're looking to get people in, train them up, skill them up, and hopefully get that loyalty. We want people to be, going from a traineeship to an apprenticeship to a skilled trade, and then to work in our leadership teams, become a supervisor, manager.
And eventually take over your job, right?
But I hope so I can relax like the boys over there.
That sounds good. So are you a big operation at the moment? You're growing. When did you start?
Yeah, look, we started in 2017, but our original company was an engineering company. And, we wanted to do something a little bit different to give back to my Aboriginal community and to the groups that are out there, particularly the Wajak, the Noongars and all the people around Perth, all on the projects. So it's fundamentally brought about by trying to do something good, having a company that's sustainable. We've been around 6 years now, and our workforce grows every year. So we go from 70 to 100 people.
Sounds fabulous. Well, I hope you find what you're looking for here today. I hope you guys make the connections that you need to help grow this wonderful, sustainable, well-meaning company.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, thank you for your time, guys. And if anybody's interested, please go to our website, arrowgroup.com.au.
This is Alan and Ali, and we're at the Cannington Exhibition Centre with IPL Radio, and we're just going to go and roam around the centre to find some of the employers and providers that are providing some work experience. We're waiting for Matt? Sorry. So what's your company? Compass Group? Well, we'll come back to Compass Group in a little while. No worries. Now, they've got plenty of stands down here. They've got activities for the children. We've got someone who's free to talk to us. And this is ABS Institute, and we're talking with?
Luke Van Lith.
Hi, Luke. And what does your company do?
Cool. So ABS Institute, we help people that want to start their own business. So anyone who are looking at working for themselves or self-employment, we provide government-funded training and mentoring and coaching support.
So you help people to create a business plan and that sort of thing?
Yeah, we help in a couple of different ways. Initially with small business training, help to develop a business plan and financials, and then 12 months of small business coaching, as well as a self-employment allowance if they're receiving an eligible payment from Centrelink. So sort of three main ways that we would assist people, all funded by the Department of Employment and Workplace Relations, available to anyone who is unemployed or underemployed, so working less than 25 hours per week or studying less than 25 hours per week would be eligible.
Right, and if a person wants to start up a business and you guys see that it's perhaps not a viable opportunity. Is that something you would inform them of?
Yeah, exactly right. So we're there to work with them. So initially, if their business idea needs a little bit of work or maybe some further research, usually when they're in that business planning stage, they'll identify areas where they may need additional research, funding, licenses and so on. So we allow them time to complete that research, get their licenses, go from there, and then they may look to commence the business in sort of a 6-month or longer period later. So it's just about them, I guess, learning, getting a plan in place, which may be able to commence the business straight away, or they might need a little bit more time to get ready.
Right. And the people that you've got working for you, they're obviously experienced in own a business?
Yeah, correct. So all of our mentors and coaches run their own businesses. Have the experiences in different industries, whether it be digital services, so helping with SEO and website advice, and but also maybe accounting background. So it's about sitting with the participants, seeing what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, having a business coach there that can help them come up with a plan. We meet with them usually every second month to see where they're at, where they're trying to get to, write a plan on how they can achieve that and some actions. Then at the following meeting, see what's working, what's not working, come up with a fresh plan and sort of rinse and repeat over that period so that by the end of the 12-month program, they can stand on their own 2 feet and they've got a viable business.
What businesses have sprung out of this program so far? Like what's happened?
So the program's been running Australia-wide, was previously known as NEIS, or New Enterprise Incentive Scheme. So it's got a rich history. Over the years, it's been a launching platform for a range of successful businesses. Usually, we've got apart from the success stories, there's also not necessarily the large businesses, but about helping people, sole traders, go from unemployment to running a small business from home, just working for themselves. That's what really gets us excited. So it's an exciting space to work in. And I encourage everyone who might not have thought about it in the past to put self-employment into the mix of things they're considering when they're thinking about what they could do in the future.
Amazing. So you heard it here. If you've got $1 million idea that you've been battling around in your head, maybe the opportunity you've been looking for is to work for yourself. Come down here to ABS Institute, meet Luke, have a chat with him one-on-one and see if you can't get that dream business of yours off the ground. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I should have come and seen you before I started my business 20 years ago, because there are a lot of pitfalls when you start a new business, and so I could have benefited greatly from people like yourself.
Yeah, and I will point out as well, it's not just new startup businesses. We can also help existing businesses who are at risk of not operating viably. So if any existing businesses out there who are struggling, who have 4 or less employees, worth getting in touch with us, because we may be able to assist you as well.
Excellent. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. And Compass Group are available?
He's the leading.
Oh, here we go. Skills Strategies International, and we're talking with Kynan. Is that correct?
Yes, that is very well done. Not many people get my name right the first time.
There you go. And what is your company doing?
All right. Well, Skills Strategies International, we're a registered training organisation. So when the government are talking about all this funding available for courses at TAFE, it includes us as well. They don't seem to know the difference between an RTO and TAFE, but hey, that's government for you.
Right. And when you say skills strategies, that covers all sorts of different types of employment?
Yep, we've got about 80 different qualifications on our scope at the moment. A lot of those are delivered through traineeships, but we also run face-to-face courses in everything from hospitality and tourism, business skills, training and assessment, individual support, so sort of aged care and disability care. So huge range of different industries that we help people to get the training so that they can go and get the job in the industry that they're interested in.
Excellent. And is there any support for people while they're going through this skills training?
Well, look, eventually just had it released this week, a whole list of different qualifications that They're free for 2023, which I reckon is a great little slogan for them. So basically the government have gone through and they've identified areas of skill shortage, and if people want training in those particular industries, unfortunately I haven't memorised the whole list just yet, but I do know that there's education support is one of them. If people are prepared to go to the Cert 4 level, so that's free. Individual support is free. We've got free skill sets in hospitality. Look, there's just so much training that people can do. So if people are interested in bettering themselves and getting the qualifications for the job they want to do, come and talk to us. The other option can be if they've got an employer already who is interested, we can put them into traineeships so they can be learning while they're doing the job and getting paid for it.
Excellent. And apart from coming down here to see you today, how can they get in touch with you?
Look, probably the easiest way is to get onto our website. So that's www.skillstrategies.edu.au, or they could pop into one of our offices. We've got an office in Mandurah and an office in Balcatta.
Excellent. Thanks for talking to us, Kynan.
No problem.
And all the best success for the rest of the day.
Thank you.
Okay, where to next to Ali?
Okay.
You're happy to go across the Compass. Calling Compass. Hey. Well, Compass guys have been sitting here all by themselves. They got a lot of red balls in front of them. Can you tell me what this is all about?
It's quite a stressful life, so we decided to give some people a stress ball, you know.
Well, you guys must have a lot of stress with all these balls.
We do. No, come on. It's a tough world out there, you know.
So what does Compass Group do apart from giving away free stress balls?
We do everything and anything to do with hospitality, actually. With Perth, Sam actually looks after our FIFO space. So he looks after our hospitality in the FIFO world, and I actually look after all our Perth-based roles within hospitality as well.
Oh, so you look after the hospitality for the mining camps and provide people. Do you train people or?
We do, yeah. We do many different programs. A lot of people know us by our ESS brand, which is our FIFO sector. And we do many different things where we do train people, upskill them and things like that as well, yeah.
Okay, and when it comes to providing the kitchens on a work site, do you guys get involved in that?
Sorry, say that again.
The layout of a kitchen in a mine site, do you people sort of give any input into that?
Yeah, we do. Once we gain a contract, we actually do kind of a whole flip over. We put all new equipment in the kitchen and we scale it all out ourselves, and then we rerun it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was I still am a draftsman, but I've designed a few kitchens and I've come across the Compass Group before. I knew that name rang a bell, but there you go.
It is, yeah. No, it's good. Thank you.
So are you having any success here this morning with people wanting to become involved with? Well, he's just showing me a list of all the people who have come to see them.
All the flips and people writing their names down. They love it. They want to join us.
Yeah. So people don't need any previous experience. They just come along and you give them full training.
Yeah, look, if you don't actually have experience at all, we will accept you. We have many different roles. We will upskill and train. We're all open, yeah.
And do people get paid while they're being trained?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So, Ali, have you got any further questions? You obviously know these guys from previously.
No, God, I haven't met these people.
I don't know who you are.
No, but I was just drawn to them because, like everyone down here, they're friendly faces. They're here to create opportunities for people who are looking for them and connecting people to the right job for them. And thank you guys for doing such a great job.
Thank you. No, thank you guys. It's really nice meeting you. Thank you.
And we are now coming to the Arrow Group. We just had the boss from the Arrow Group, didn't we, Ali? Group speak to us? He should have sent along his assistant. She's better looking than he is.
Depends on your audience.
What we got here? Seneco Global Recruitment.
Okay.
So who have we got here?
T from Seneco Recruitment.
Fantastic. And what does Seneco do?
We are a recruitment agency and we focus on mining resources, warehousing, sample prep roles, local councils as well, parts and gardens, whole variety.
Right, so you actually train people to do specific jobs?
No, we don't so much train them, we put them right into the job.
I see. So, I see. Yes, you did say you're a recruitment agency. So you are employed by mining companies and the like, and they say, we want a certain type of person to do a certain sort of job, and you find that person for them.
Yes, 100%.
Okay. And have you had much business here today?
Yes, we have actually. We've got a few people locked in for interviews based off today, which is really awesome. So hopefully we can get them locked into some roles in either the next coming weeks or even in the new year.
So you do an interview process where you advertise a job. People contact you, you interview them, and you select the person who you believe is right for the job?
Yes, we do. So what I also like to do is try and coach them for interviews with clients, just so that when they go through for a client interview, there's a higher success rate for them getting into that job.
Because a lot of people find interviews very daunting.
Yes, they do. We do have quite a few people that come through. They're very nervous, but the energy in our office is very relaxed. So we're very chill. We get along very well with all of our candidates and just make them feel a bit more comfortable. Because ideally what we want to get out of it is for them to go through to our clients. We want to be able to help absolutely everybody that comes through. So, we try our best to shape them for that.
Excellent. Ellie.
Sounds fabulous. So what breadth, how far do you reach in the Perth area? Is it all over the place, just south of the river? Where are we going?
So we do anything from Pinjarra, Kwinana, Canning Vale, Kewdale, all this, pretty much everywhere around where we are now. But we also do FIFO roles for TAs, even operators. It's a whole variety. But just as much as we are in the blue collar, we do also have a lot of entry-level roles and like admin space as well. A lot, I will say, though, are mainly south of the river.
Okay, fair enough. So if you've currently got everything you need to get into a job and you're just looking for the right place to get into, maybe somewhere closer, maybe somewhere really far away, then come down and see yourself here at Seneco.
Awesome. Great, guys. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. All right, where are we off to, Alan? Who's this guy? What's been happening here? Who are you representing?
So we're representing Helping Solutions and Helping Community Solutions as well. So we're a dual system entity, and we support participants receiving the NDIS funding, but we also walk alongside the Department of Communities with young people at risk. So we provide support to people on the NDIS with achieving their goals with support workers, and we also work with young people to receive supports with their youth work component. So we walk with them on making sure they achieve their goals in whatever components they require. So we're looking for youth workers and we're looking for support workers, and we're crying out for cleaners at the moment. So we work alongside everybody to make sure that they can achieve their most required livability goals.
Sounds great. Yeah, there are opportunities for everybody at every stage of their life, whether they're just starting out, first-time job seekers, or midlife, wherever they're at.
Right up to the age of 65 or older.
Fantastic. Alan?
If people can't get down here to see you today, how can they get in touch with you?
So you can send us a resume at careers@helpingsolutions.com.au. Just send us a resume and also a cover letter, just letting us know what you would like to do, but also if you've got lived experience, let us know, because we also don't rely on just qualifications, because some people may be carers, and we also relish on those workers because they can also work with people in another level than somebody who's worked with qualifications as well. So we just reach out to us at our careers email.
Okay, and is there somewhere where they can have a face-to-face contact?
So if you want to have a face-to-face, just reach out to us, and you can also book in an appointment with us at the HR team to also just let us know about yourself. So we're located in South Perth.
Excellent. And how's business been today?
Busy, which is exciting, as we've got a lot of roles to fill, so we are crying out for all our roles to be filled as soon as possible, as we're expanding massively and would love a lot more workers on our books.
Excellent. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us today, and all the best for the rest of the day. And we're moving right along, and collar recruitment. Collar recruitment, would you like to talk to us? We're from IPL Radio, and we just got our stand here this morning, and we're just doing a bit of a roving reporting. And so what can you tell us about collar recruitment?
So Collar Group is basically a new recruitment company that's in WA. We've been here just over 12 months, and we're the fastest growing recruitment organisation in WA at the moment. And our CEO, Ephraim, just won CEO of the Year. So we're a really forward-thinking organisation. We have a designated diversity division. We're the only recruitment company in WA that offers that. That means that we cater for anyone who comes from First Nations, disability, non-traditional roles, or CALD, which is culturally and linguistically diverse candidates. We work across all sectors, mining, facilities, medical, white collar, blue collar, so we cater for everything.
Right, now you're a recruitment agency, so companies come to you and they say, we've got a need for this type of person. What sort of companies do actually come and see you?
So we're the biggest facilities provider. So we have the majority of the facility contracts. So that's all your sort of Compass Group, all of your facilities companies that are on the mine sites. We also work with aged care and hospitals. And so that's sort of what we do in that space. So it's twofold. So basically, if we have anyone looking for work, they can reach out to us. So it's free for anyone to come to us as a client, like a candidate. So they can come to us and say they want to find work, and then we go out to our clients and find them the work that's suitable.
So it's a two-way process. On one hand, you've got the employer coming to you and saying, this is the person we want. And then we've got people coming to you and saying, this is the job I want. And you are able to marry the two together.
That's right.
That's excellent. So how's business been here today?
Yeah, really good. Said we've got some really great candidates that have come forward, and like I said, when we've spoken to them based on the clients that we have, I'm sure that the majority of them will be able to place.
And the people who can't come here to Cannington this afternoon, how can they get in touch with you?
So they can reach out, obviously, to www.collar.group. We're based in Burswood, Mandurah, and we're opening a new office in Joondalup. So we'll be covering basically the whole of the metro area, north to south. So we offer metro roles and FIFO.
Right, and can they have a face-to-face contact with you?
Yes, obviously we do face-to-face interviews, and we can either do them in person or we can do them over Zoom or Teams or whatever's the best way for the candidate. And then we obviously go out to our clients as well face-to-face.
Excellent. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us today, and best of luck for the rest of the afternoon.
Thank you.
Quick quiz. Can you tell me off the top of your head what all the words in the acronym stand for? Collar.
That's just what it stands for. What does collar stand for? Consultants.
Oh, no, I'm talking about this one here.
That one?
Yeah. The collaboration one. No, that's all right. Just put you on the spot, that's all. Okay. Are we good? Okay, good. We're still good. Hi. would you guys like to tell IPO Radio what you represent and who you're targeting today?
So our job market is targeted to everybody. We do a lot of job creation. We work according to the locations, benchmarks that you would require for your job active process, and we work with all categories, all industries, and a lot of training.
That's something what I'm hearing a lot of today. We cater for everybody. Just come down and meet them face to face, have a chat, talk about what it is that you want to do, and they will find a solution. Is that what I'm getting?
Perfect. Job creation is very important.
Very cool. Okay, how long have you been in operation?
2 years now, and I come from a job active background in servicing our community, getting people back into work.
Excellent. So big team, small team?
Small team starting off, getting there to be a bigger team soon.
Excellent. You're growing and helping other people grow with you.
People basically getting the community moving faster. That's why we called Actioning the Future, ProAct.
Fantastic. ProAct. Come and have a chat. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Where are we off to?
Hey, we've got a resume provider. How are you? I'm very well. Now, resumes are a thing that people find very difficult because often people haven't been in the workforce for a long time, things change. So how do you go about preparing someone's resume?
We actually try to create a resume based on their life skills, based on their past few years of experience. Well, dealing with family, working and sort of like in the community, volunteering. Yeah, so we're trying to do as much as possible to close those gaps. So me, Roy and Joe here trying to help all our participants.
What sort of a role do you think a resume plays when a person is applying for a job? How important is the resume compared to, say, an interview?
There is no set answer for resume important, but the resume is a ticket to get that invitation call to come for interview. Okay, so if it's attractive looking resume, and you can do better when you get to that interview stage. So resume is a ticket. We are trying to make. Voice Employment have a software, and the software paid by Voice Employment to create a latest version, variety types of resume.
Right. Do you set out resumes differently for different types of employment, or is there a particular format?
Different look and different types of different employments. So, I mean, we do get like 100 different types of employment types that we deal with every week.
So it's very important that people come and see someone like yourself, and you're with Wise. And how do people get in touch with you?
Sorry, what's that?
How do people get in touch with you?
We actually do a contact booking. So it's a Workforce Australia, right? Yeah. We do a contact booking through our government software.
So how do people, if say I want to have a resume made up, how would I contact you to do that?
So through their employment employment partner. So through Wise, they come in for their appointment, and we actually they book us in as an appointment. So it's like a time slots of half an hour or 45 minutes.
So we have to go through Wise Employment, and how do people contact Wise?
Number, so the number is 1-800-161-231. But they need to get referred by Centrelink.
They need to be referred? From
Centrelink, we'll do the referral.
I'll get you to say that into the microphone.
Okay, so they need to be referred from Centrelink, so referred to Wise Employment. That's when they get an appointment, and then we can do the resume and refer them to jobs or activities.
Excellent. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us, and all the best. Oh, as you can tell, there are lots and lots of very helpful people here at Cannington Expo, and if you're looking to get into a job or get a new job, come down to Cannington. It's open until 2 o'clock this afternoon, and you'll find someone who will help you get into your next job. And we've got a gentleman here with a orange t-shirt. It says Orange Sky Australia. Can you tell us what Orange Sky Australia is?
It's a laundry service on wheels.
A laundry service?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wash people's clothes.
Okay.
Homeless people / low income.
Yeah, sorry.
We wash homeless people / low income people's clothes.
Okay, and is there a charge for that, or
No, all free?
It's all free.
And if they want, we can. If they want, they can also have a shower too.
That is excellent. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And so you provide this. So you provide this entirely free.
Yeah, it's all free.
So how do people get in touch with you at Orange Sky?
What they do, they go on the Orange store, orangesky.com.au, then go on the link, and if they want to become a volunteer, they just click on volunteer.
So how many volunteers would you have doing this work?
I think I've got roughly about over 50.
50 employees?
It's not employees, it's
volunteers.
Volunteers. See, we got all different. See, down Moore Street, I've got about 6 volleys. Midland, I don't know how many volleys he's got. His name is Big L.
I'm Big L too.
Big L. Yeah, so, yeah, have a chat with him too, because he knows some and I don't. Yeah, I've been doing it for 7.5 years.
So you're providing an excellent service.
Yeah, I had a friend, that's what we call homeless. He had a job interview next day as a truck driver, but he had no clothes, had no shower, he lived in the street. So down Moore Street, we've got Perth Homeless Support Group / shower truck all in one spot. So he got clothes, had a shower, washed these clothes in there.
Have a haircut?
Had a haircut, and he's working.
Fantastic. That is brilliant, because people who are homeless need a hand up, don't they?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Let me shake your hand.
And I think I've seen you at Canning's show.
No. Might be someone else. He must have been a very good-looking bloke, but
It must have been your trend.
Good on you.
Have a chat with Big Al.
Big Al over here. Hi, Big Al, how long have you been involved in this?
Just over 12 months.
Right.
And,
so you're a volunteer?
Yeah, I'm a volunteer. I do Midland shift on Monday mornings, Tuesday night Moore Street, Friday nights Cannington, and I fill in for several other shifts.
Okay, now I've heard talk about Moore Street and that. Specifically, if a homeless person wants to take advantage of your facilities, where do they go?
Well, we've got we've got all these different locations where we are. We do about 24, I think, locations a week. There's set places where we go to. We'll pull up, and we work in conjunction with another provider. Like in Cannington, we do with Seventh-day Adventist Church in Wharf Street on a Friday night. They'll provide a meal, and we provide the washing and drying while they're there. Everywhere we go, mainly, is there another provider with either a church or Perth homelessness.
Look, I take my hat off to you guys, because that is I've never heard of it before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
we're Australia-wide and New Zealand-wide. They got Australian of the Year, I think it was in 2016. It was started by 2 young boys, 19-year-old boys in Brisbane.
Right.
Just in their garage, and they come up with the idea. and then sort of just progress from there, and we're Australia-wide, New Zealand-wide at the moment. We do remote. We've just got a new van that's come over from the Lismore floods. It's going to Kalgoorlie for remote communities. We do Badgingarra up in our north and Fitzroy Crossing, and there's other remote areas in Northern Territory, Queensland for the Aboriginal communities.
That is absolutely brilliant. Well, thanks for having a talk to us today, Big Al, and continue the great work. Thanks very much.
Hi everybody, we're listening to IPL Radio. We're down here at the Cannington Employment Exhibition, and we are talking to the Museum of Perth has a booth here. This is something that I've never thought about. We could volunteer here. Tell us in what capacity people can get involved with the Museum of Perth.
Thank you for having me. So we actually have people that come in out of their own time to volunteer, but we also do run Work for All programs to get people involved in history and learning everything about it. So we have past exhibitions that we've had people come through and work with us to try and get them more involved. So just to mention as well, our current exhibition on John Gill, a lot of people may know that name, but he was a pianist that played in Perth streets, and he was a wonderful man, and he loved entertaining the world. He was in a jazz band. He's pretty much done everything. So we've built a whole exhibition around on him. And so that's just one of the things that we've done. But our work that we do with people, we're getting involved on history projects. So we have different types of offices located within Perth, and we get different projects that people can run on. Like, for example, we have the East Fremantle Roll of Honour one, where I believe, I'm going to get this so wrong and I apologise because I'm not the person that worked on this project, but I'll get it as perfect as I can. But in the town hall of East Fremantle, there's a massive plaque which has over 300 soldiers' names on it, and these are the soldiers that went and served in the First World War. I hope I got that right. And so we've gone through, with the help of our participants, to find all of these names, all these soldiers that served, and to build a profile on each and every one of them, so their occupation, their age, where they were, and all of these soldiers were mainly based in East Fremantle. And with the help of all these people that have come to us, we've got all this information and we've uploaded it onto our website, which is great because then all that information is out for everyone else to look at and to read, and it's amazing, honestly, that we have this much support and help from the people that come with us.
That sounds amazing. And so all these people have come to you with maybe no experience, no knowledge of how to go about research or anything like that, but they've, learnt those skills on the job, yeah?
That's correct. So my background is IT. So we have some people that may come in who don't know how to use a computer, and I've sat down with these people, I've taught them how to use a computer. Some people really do struggle, which I can understand because, with the new technology age coming through, some people haven't been able to get this sort of learning. So I will sit down, I will teach them everything as best as I can, and it just involves more skills for people to learn as well, while learning about history as well, which is amazing.
Really, really cool opportunity. Have you ever thought about delving into history, Alan?
Yes, but I wouldn't know where to start. Now, just a question. I was looking at this chart of yours here, and you've got different people. I remember when I was in Albany, and they've got the Anzac Memorial down there. When you walk through there, you get a card when you go in, and it's got a soldier's name on it. And as you go around, it tells you about the life of this soldier and various aspects of him during the war. Is that something that you do or are looking at doing?
I personally wouldn't be able to answer that one, sorry, because my office is located in Rockingham and Kwinana, so I do most of my research within that area. The person who worked on our Fremantle one, her name was Jo Derbyshire, and she's pretty well known in there because she's also an artist that has gone through and done all this as well. We haven't actually got an office located in Albany, so all of our work isn't done in there. But the work that we have done in the offices in the areas we have now, we try to go out and find all the information that there's, because history is always ongoing. And if no one looks into it or puts it out there for other people to read, it just disappears, which is devastating. And we would rather try and get as much information of what we can while we can with all our projects.
And to do that, you need volunteers or people, as you say, who are participants in the Work for the Doll program, yeah? Correct. Great. Well,
at what time does something become history?
Honestly, right now we are making history, so even as an event now can be considered history. Talking to you gentlemen right now, I would even consider history. We make history as we go, so 5 seconds ago that can be considered history, but the history I prefer is back in the 1900s where it all really happened.
And one other thing that interested me, you were talking about the guy who played the piano. Was he a busker in Murray Street that you were talking about? Because I can remember saying he was a great entertainer.
He was an amazing entertainer.
This is him, is it?
No, this one here.
Oh, yes. I recognise the piano more than I recognise him. But yeah, he was a great entertainer. So you've got something in your museum on this guy?
Yes.
That'd be worth going to see alone.
I would recommend them.
If anyone's interested in looking at our current exhibition, you're more than welcome to drop by 8-10 the Esplanade, Perth. We have a short slideshow that actually shows John himself playing on his piano and entertaining the world. It's a great slideshow and I highly recommend anyone to go and look at it. If you need to look at our information as well, or you would love to get to know what we've done, you're more than welcome to look at our website, themuseumofperth.com.au. We would love for you to learn about history with us as we get all this information and we give it out to you guys.
Fabulous. Well, thank you for joining us and good luck with your exhibition. Thank you. Okay. Where are we off to, Alan? We'll go past this one. We've spoken to you. Hello again. How's it going? How's the recruitment drive?
Going nicely. We've got a sheet and a half of people interested.
That's good numbers. Sheet and a half. Excellent. All right. Keep up the good work. Let's see who else we can have a chat to. Hello. Would you like to tell us who you are and who you're representing, who you're targeting today?
I'm Jessie. We come from the Smart Kangaroo Education. We're doing the Business Certificate 3.
Fantastic. Hi, Jessie. Smart Kangaroo Education. So, in what capacity can people volunteer with you or engage with you?
So they can...
Sorry, what's the question?
How can people get involved?
We do the course online. Yes.
Can I ask why it's called Smart Kangaroo?
Because it's easier. You just study online. It's easy. You just need to... it's appointment just every 2 weeks. So...
But why isn't it called Smart Cat or Smart Dog, but Smart Kangaroo?
Because it's from Sydney.
Because this education place starting from Shanghai, China.
Starting from China, and it's called Smart Kangaroo.
It was based in Sydney. But it was starting from China. So when the NCO was thinking about this, they think, probably kangaroo is a good name, a lovely animal, good symbol for it. That's why it's called this name.
Okay, so what are you educating people about? What are you educating people about?
Yeah, we're doing the business course to train people to start with some retailing jobs and management as well. And also, I believe this kind of course can combine with other certificate together. For example, if you're working in the mining, you're doing business there, probably it's a good idea to do this job, to do this course as well.
And have you had a good day, plenty of customers today?
Yes, definitely. I'm glad.
So this has been a very worthwhile day for you.
Of course. Thank you.
Well, thank you for talking to us, ladies.
Thank you.
If you're thinking about coming down, you've got half an hour left. The show closes at 2, and some of the stands are starting to slow down a little bit. But come down and check out the Cannington Exhibition Centre for the Work Expo. Back to the Music Man.
Hi everybody, welcome back. You're with IPL Radio. We're down here at the Cannington Employment Exhibition and I'm here speaking with Michelle.
Hi.
Hi, and where are you from?
From Invisible Illnesses.
Invisible Illnesses, and tell us, what is it that you do?
So we're a not-for-profit organisation supporting those who have an invisible illness by advocating, educating and being an inclusive community.
Sounds great. What kind of illnesses are we talking about? What constitutes an invisible illness?
Any you can't see. So your chronic pain, chronic fatigue, ADHD, dyslexia, mental health, and the list goes on.
All potential barriers to employment, but not impossible things to overcome, especially with the right level of support. And that's the sort of service that you provide, yeah?
Certainly is. We're in there and we help support not just with the actual support of having someone with it, but we can also go out and talk to your employer and help them get your bay or whatever you're working at sorted for you so that they can work better with you and they'll keep you on as a long term then.
That's great, and that is the goal, really. Find something that you're passionate about, ideally, something that you can do for a long time, and yes, a place that's going to support you in whatever capacity you can work. Do you find that employers are a lot more accepting of people with barriers or disabilities than they used to be?
Not as much, not since we've come out of COVID. It is still very hard. We're seeing a lot of people coming to us for assistance to get through those barriers, so hence why we now go out and talk to the employers. It is such a huge stigma attached to it. Employers just don't get how we work or how our bodies work. Yeah.
So an advocacy service like yours is really quite vital in seeing these people gain employment and become self-sufficient and really living life better again.
Definitely. We, as a volunteer organisation, we take people in, we'll train them as well and we'll help them build up their confidence and get them through to actually being able to go from sitting on the couch to being employable.
That's great, and we all love sitting on the couch, but too much of a good thing is just, it's not right. No, it's much better to be out there doing something that maybe even helps other people. Are you connected to other not-for-profits and other volunteer organisations?
We are. We're connected very well to Mandurah at the moment. I'm working with the Mandurah Council in organising different support groups to be together. We also work with our peak body, which is called Connect Groups, and they have over 700 support groups within them, and we all do a lot of networking together just to help each other. I'm finding a lot more of your disability services are now starting to approach us for help.
And so how do people connect with your service and then get connected to those 700 other services?
So you can find us on Facebook or you can go to our website, invisibleillnesses.org.au.
Fantastic. Alan?
I was going to say to you, people who are in employment and are having difficulties, they actually come and seek your services?
They certainly can, and then we'll give them a bit of help educating their employer on what to do and how to do it.
Right. And what about, in general, making employers aware, not specific employers that they've had problems with, but employers in general? Is there any sort of education problem or a program or things that you can do there?
Well, we work with a lot of the employment agencies and they are all totally aware of how we work. So if an employer is being difficult and it's come back to the employment agency, then they'll come back to us.
Right, and the sorts of things that are people being dismissed or just unfairly treated?
A bit of both. There is still so much judgment and stigma attached to having an invisible illness. So I've heard a couple of ours say, well, especially one of our guys who's got PTSD, he wasn't allowed to get out when he needed to. He was having a major episode and his boss wouldn't let him outside. So chairs and things got thrown because of that episode. He came and spoke to us after the fact, and then we went and had a word with his employer and went, right, this is what needs to be done. This is how he needs to be dealt with.
And with the correct approach and correct support, this person can become a valuable member of his team.
Oh, most definitely. He's now prepared to stay long term, which is something that, all employers want.
Well, thank you very much, Michelle, for coming and speaking to us, and all the best with your... I must say I've never heard of your organisation before, so you need to promote it a bit more, and hopefully by people watching it on IPL radio, we'll learn a bit more about it. So thank you very much for joining us. Thank you. This is IPL Radio coming to you from Cannington Exhibition Centre.
Okay, hi everybody, it's IPL Radio. We're at the Cannington Employment Exhibition, and I'm joined here now by the, please introduce yourself.
My name's Chris Fisher. I'm the Estate Manager for Wise Employment here in WA.
Fantastic. So you've put on this shebang today.
I won't take the credit for it. My team has put this on today. So one of my business managers, her name's Jess. She's running around somewhere frantically. It's the purpose of today was to connect with the local community and to engage with our participants that are attached to our Cannington site.
It looks like there's been a lot of connections made today. I've seen a lot of people buzzing around at different tables with smiles on their faces. They've come across ideas that they maybe haven't had before. So it looks like it's been a great society. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Lots of planning go into these things. As I said, the purpose is that I think we had about maybe 200 to 300 participants that we've invited here throughout the course of the day, and the intent is to connect participants with registered training organisations, employers, and basically any sort of activity that will enhance our participants' journey to employment, hence the name that we gave it, which is an activity day.
Yeah, I noticed that you've set up activity tables for kids. I mean, that's one of the things that people often find are barriers to employment is having children, having a disability, having some kind of experience that otherwise might, limit their abilities to re-enter the workforce. But what I've been hearing is a lot of organisations being able to cater to these individual experiences. You've put together a really good group of organisations here. I think they've served their purpose well today.
No, I think you nailed it perfectly. I think you mentioned the kiddie tables that we got over there, and you're right. We our service is about tailoring the journey to the individual, and of course, yes, people do have kids, and that can be a barrier, especially if you're a single mom and you're trying to get back into the workforce. We want people to bring their kids along. We don't want that to be a barrier to employment. You also talked a little bit there about disabilities. Mental health is a big thing. It's definitely not something that we're not immune to at Wise Employment, and it's about ensuring that we're working with organisations in the community we don't see mental health as a barrier to employment. It's about working with individuals and employers to ensure we create a comfortable pathway to employment that will accommodate mental health conditions.
Absolutely right. And how many people do you think have come through the doors today?
Yeah, it's a good question. Probably about 150, so between 150 and 200. That's a pretty good reception. We're quite pleased with that. But again, it's more about the impact that we have throughout the course of the day. It's not always about employment straight away. You heard me mention a little bit about training organisations. We've got a team of trainers that we employ internally. They're over in the corner there doing resumes and all those sorts of things and preparing people for employment. Just linking people with activities, community organisations. We've got recruitment agencies here, that kind of thing, and of course yourself. So thank you for coming and supporting us.
No, thank you. It's been a really excellent day. It's been a fantastic success, and I think we've all been happy to be a part of it. So thank you.
No worries, and hope you've enjoyed the day. Cheers.
All right, that's the Cannington Employment Exhibition. It's been a wonderful day, and free food, free drinks. If you're not across it, get across it, and we'll see you soon.